What's going on? It's Mr. Jim here. Hope you're doing well, staying happy and healthy. Double thumbs up, peace, love, A-OK, rock and roll. Let's do it. Snoopy's in a new spot. You see him? We got a whole bunch of new sound foam in here, so the sound's going to sound a little bit different. Actually, should sound a lot better, more tighter on your end. Today, we're going to be doing songs about fire. Ooh, fire can be scary, right? I have a candle back there, and I have matches. You use a match to light a candle. You could use a match to light a bonfire outside. You could use matches to light a lot of different things, right? And so we have to be careful with fire. Fire can be a good thing when it's under control because you could heat food up with it. You could stay warm. It's a source of light. But when it's out of control, that's not a good thing. Then the house might burn down. Yikes, and we don't want that, right? Or you might get really, really hurt. You can get first, second, third degree burns. It can hurt a lot if you get too close to fire and you touch it. We don't want to touch fire, right? Though it is nice to appreciate, we can stand far back from it. It is good when it's under control, but we need to make sure we're under control with it and we stay far away enough back from it and make sure an adult is there helping you out with it. If you really want to try it out for yourself and to put sticks into a fire and to try to light it and have it be in a nice enclosed area. We do a bonfire. We get a bunch of logs and stones and sand, and you could create a bonfire, little fire pit at home for yourself. People do this in the woods sometimes, but it's got to be under control and safe, right? So fire can be a great thing, but it needs to be under control, right? We want to make sure we say that. Okay, so let's do Ring of Fire here from Johnny Cash. So all songs with fire in the title. There's a lot of songs that have fire in the title, but we chose 6 or 7 of them that we think you have heard before and that you would enjoy singing along. So here we go, songs with fire in the title. Love is a burning thing that makes a fiery ring. Bound by a wild desire, I fell in, right? I fell into a ring of fire. Here we go, I fell in. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. The flames, they went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. Mount trumpet. A taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours beat. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire grew wild. Let's sing it. I fell in. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. The flames, they went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. Nice job. Here we go. I fell in. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. All right, great stuff on that. I hope you enjoyed that one called The Ring of Fire. A ring right here of fire. And they're talking about love in that song, actually. So this one is by Jerry Lee Lewis. The song is called Great Balls of Fire. They play this one in the movie Top Gun, if you remember. Shake my nerves and you're out of my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. Broke my will, for what a thrill. Couldn't be straight balls of fire. I just fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby, ooh, feels so good. Call me, baby. Girl, let me love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell the world that you're my. To my dance and it's real my gun. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell the world that you're mine. Shoot my nails in a chin on my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. 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 All right, great stuff. Hope you enjoyed that one. That is a fun song. So here's one from Billy Joel called We Didn't Start the Fire. Aha! It's a great song. It's basically a history lesson of the 20th century, which is really cool, which is the years of the 1900s. Now we're in the years 2000s. So right now we're in the 21st century. But this one is a lot of what happened in the 20th century, which is all of the 1900s. Now it doesn't give the entire century, but it gives a good portion of it, which is really cool up until the point he wrote the song. So let's sing it. A lot of words. Pay attention as best as you can. And see, this is a cool, almost history lesson through music. Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, television, Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. Rosenberg, Sage, Palm, Sugar Ray, Patton, John Brando, the King and I, and the Catcher in the Rye, Eisenhower, backseat, Lincoln, Scotty, they were great. Luciano, Liberace, Satire, goodbye. We didn't start the fire. Fight it. Joseph Stalin, Monica, Nestor, Redford, Coffee, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc, Roy Counter, one for road, Tuscany, Daft Punk, getting in the food, falls the clock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Scholar, Weeding, David Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bardo, Buddha, Alabama, Cruise Jet, Princess Gray, Peyton Place, Trouble in the Suez, we didn't start the fire. There was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Little Rock, Pasternak, Nicky Mann, Kerouac, Spud, Big, Engelard, Bridge, Sugar in the Block, Lebanon, Charles Park, California baseball, stuck with a homicide, children of the little mind. But Holly spin her space monkey mafia, hula hoops, Castro, mentalism, Nova, U2 singing, Paola and Kennedy, Charlie Checker, Psycho, Belgians in the Congo. We didn't start the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Having their parents, man, stranger in a strange land, Dylan and Berlin, pay a place invasion. Lawrence on the radio, British Beatlemania, or Miss John Wick, and some dudes Patterson, Paul, Malcolm, British politician, yeah, JFK blown away. What else do I have to say? We didn't start the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Control, Richard Nixon, Nixon, Package. start the fire. Alright, what a song there from none other than Billy Joel, yeah. Alright, so this is one here from The Doors called Light My Fire. Alright, so here we go. Know that it will be untrue. Know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we can't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Time to hesitate, it's true. Time to wallow in the mire. Try to win and only lose. Our love became a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Time to hesitate, it's true. Time to wallow in the mire. Trying to we can only lose. And our love became a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Know that it would be untrue. Know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire. All right, Light My Fire. What a great tune. Now, there are some other songs that have to do with fire, like Burning, let's say. So there's a song called Burn by Ellie Goulding, or the song Burning Down the House by the Talking Heads. But that's not really specifically right about fire, like in the title. Right? So that's what we're focusing on here. And these songs all have fire in the title, which is really cool when you think about it. So we're going to do one here from none other than the Grateful Dead. They have a song called Fire on the Mountain, which is really cool. Have you ever been on a mountain? Mountains are amazing, aren't they? But we got to remember, keep fire under control. Because once it gets out of control, that's when you get a forest fire, right? Ever hear of Smokey the Bear? Try to stay away from the forest fires, right? We need to make sure when we're doing a fire that we have something to put it out, too. That we have water. Or I think sand, you could throw it on there, or like a big blanket, you could throw it on there and it could put the fire out. So there's these different things that we could do to help protect ourselves if it starts to get out of control. And the idea is to keep it in control in a nice little fire pit area with stones around it, right? Or like we're using on top of the oven, right? Or the stove. That's a controlled fire as well. When you're heating up tea, you put a tea kettle on top of the stove, and boom, you turn the knob, and that makes a fire happen too. It's a controlled fire. We don't stick our hands in it. No, 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 no. That would be bad news bears, as they say. We try to stay away from it. You can light a match. That's why I got matches up there next to a candle. You make a candle, light up with fire, a controlled fire. Right, we do birthday candles, right? Birthday cake. Somebody lights a match, and they put it in there, or they use one of those flamethrower type things, and they end up putting the birthday cake, and so they light it up the birthday cake, and then we blow it out, right? These are all areas we use controlled fire, but we have to be careful and stay away from it. Not put our hands in it. That would be bad. You get burned. You don't want to get burned. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see Fire on the Mountain by the Grateful Dead. Fire, fire on the mountain, fire, fire on the mountain. Long distance runner, what you standing there for? Get up, get out, get a dragon breathes fire, right? Ah, that's crazy, right? Alright, here we go. Almost a place to be, don't feel the heat. All it takes, you got to just stay on the beat. You say it's living, we all gotta eat, but you're here alone, there's no one to compete. If mercy's a business, I wish for you more than just ashes when your dreams come true. And fire, fire on the mountain, fire, fire on the mountain. Alright, you see what they talked about there? Ashes, when things burn all the way down, it burns to ashes. Rising up from the ashes comes a phoenix, right? It's a bird that sort of rises up from the ashes. And that's from Harry Potter, right? It's sort of a literal, a metaphorical way of taking on a new self, which is what you can do too. It's interesting. Long distance runner, or what you own now for. Caught in some motion, in a dash for the door. The flame from the stage is now spread to the floor. You gave all you had, why you wanna give more? The more that you give, the more it will take to the thin line beyond, which you really can't pay. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Alright, I talked about a flame in there too. My goodness, yes, flame, blaze. There's a TV show called Blaze, something about, I think it's called Blaze, and it's about monster trucks, but it's really cool. So blaze, right? That's another way to sort of describe a fire. Or flame, like the band The Flaming Lips. These are all ideas that we could take from the ideas of fire and the things that kind of go along with fire. Heat. It produces heat. It produces light. We could cook over it. I know we mentioned this already, but it's just worth reiterating and saying again, just so we get it in our heads, in our noggins. So we got one last song here we got to do that talks about fire in the title. And yes, we are not doing Fire and Rain by James Taylor or Set Fire to the Rain by Adele, because we did those two songs when we talked about rain in a different video. So at the rate of an idea of not wanting to repeat ourselves, we're not doing them here. But yes, they are songs that have fire in the title. We remember that. We did a different video that has fireworks and fireflies in them. So this is specifically just with fire, okay? I know we're getting real specific here, but it's good. We got to differentiate it so we get some different topics and themes to work upon. Fireworks are different than fireflies, which are different than just fire, right? So all very good stuff. All right, so let's do This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys. Now, she's not literally on fire. There's a saying, you say, he's beginning to heat up. This guy's on fire. That means he's doing really well. It's a sort of common phrase, a euphemism that people use, that adults use, that even smart and intellectual, witty, clever children use as well, if you've heard it from an adult. That person's on fire. That means they're doing really well. Now, if they're actually on fire, like there's flames coming from them, then you call the fire department. You call 911, right? But not if they're just saying, oh, this person, they're doing so well that, man, it's almost like saying, man, that person's shooting basketball like butter, right? That means it's an old school sort of saying. It means they're doing really well. They're not actually butter, right? Just like they're not actually on fire. Hopefully never actually on fire. But just the common phrase that people say when someone's doing really well, that's something. She's just a girl and she's on fire, hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire, filled with catastrophe. Now she knows she can fly away. Oh, got both feet on the ground. She's burning it down. Oh, she's got her head in the clouds. She's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you never forget her name. She's on top of the world, hottest of the hottest girls. Say oh, she's got her feet on the ground, and we're burning it down. Whoa, she's got her head in the clouds. We're not coming down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Everybody says she goes by. Sick to see the flame that's in her eyes. Watch her when she's hiding up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl. It's a lonely world. She gon' let it burn, baby, yeah. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Oh, oh, and she's on fire. All right, hope you enjoyed that one. That's a great tune by Alicia Keys. Thanks so much for tuning in on these songs about fire that have fire in the song title. We had 6 or 7 of them. It's good stuff. Remember, they're different than fireworks and fireflies. Be safe around fire. I can't stress that enough. You don't want to stick your hands in. If anything gets real crazy, you call the fire department. You call 911. They'll come and put it out. You can use water to put it out, sand to put it out, a blanket to put it out. When a fire is in control, that's great. You can heat things up. You can use it as a source of light. You can cook things over it. But when it gets out of control, that's when it's bad, right? You want to stay away from it. Get your mommy and daddy. Get whoever to help you out with. You want to get away from it, as far away from it as possible. Good stuff. All right. Peace and love as always. Who knows what we're going to do next time, so feel free to keep on checking in on these videos. It's super fun to do these different themes with you and for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.